y'all, it's Kay from the Literary Apothecary and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another bi-weekly reading vlog. This is for the weeks of July 16th to the 30th, if I did the math right. Yeah, so welcome back. I have one quick update for you all, book update, reading updates. This morning I finished Yes Please by Amy Poehler. Now you may be wondering, this is not on her TBR list and she hasn't talked about this on the last bi-weekly reading vlog. Well, this weekend I realized that I needed something totally different than what I was reading. I have a lot of heavy fantasy books and I needed something completely different. And then I remembered I had this audiobook waiting for me in my Audible library. So I started it and I almost binged the entire thing yesterday. It was so good. 5 out of 5 stars. I love it. Amy Poehler gave me all of the emotions I needed. She made me laugh. I had unexpected tears and a lot of deep internal reflections on my own life. She talked about, things like SNL and Parks and Rec and meeting all these celebrities and becoming friends with them, but also just intimate details about her, everyday life that made you think about your own life in different moments that I went through in my life. And it was just so good. So this week I'm going to be working on trying to finish at least 1 or 2 of the books that I've got going before I head off to a conference next week for work. So I've got Crown of Swords by Robert Jordan going. We've got a Declaration of the Rights of Magicians by H.G. Perry going. I think right now Crown of Swords is sitting at maybe a 3.5 star. Declaration of the Rights of Magicians is sitting at a 4 star. What else do I have? We've got 11th Cycle, which is probably sitting at a 3 star right now. But I'm very early in that. And Deathless Beast, which is sitting at like a high 3.5 star for me. I might start another audiobook this week. I might just try to finish up the audiobook for Crown of Swords. We'll see how I feel. But that's my check-in for now, and I will check in with y'all again soon. Hey y'all, so another check-in now for this week. I think I filmed a welcome video for this. I hope so. So today I've been dealing with a pinched nerve. Finally my back is feeling better, but because of that I was in bed most of today and finished A Crown of Swords, which was so good. The beginning was a little bit slow for me, but the last half of that book was just so good. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars, and I can't wait to break down my review for you all very soon. But y'all, that book surprised me at how good it was, how much I enjoyed it. So tonight I might be starting A Dance with Dragons, or I might wait till tomorrow when I'll be on the plane for a long time, heading out to my conference. I'll be gone all week. This video is probably going to come up on next Sunday instead of Saturday because I'm supposed to get in really late Friday night, so I won't have as much time to prepare this video as I have on past weeks, so this might be a day delayed, depending on how I feel the next day. So that's it for now. I hope to get some reading in while I'm gone. I'm going to bring my Kindle and my phone so I get my audiobooks in. The one book that I probably won't make progress on is Declaration of the Rights of Magicians, which I am enjoying so much. Sitting at a 4 star for me right now, and I can't wait to get back to it. But I might not be able to do that until I get back next weekend. So that's it for now, and I'll check in again once I get back from Vegas in this Event Connect conference. See y'all then. Bye. Hey y'all, checking in one last time for this week. Now, y'all know I've been gone at a work conference and I had an absolutely amazing time. I learned a lot and I can't wait to put that into my day job. But I didn't get as much reading time in as I thought I would. So I don't really have a lot to update on now, but I wanted to close this off and get this up even though it's a day later because y'all, here's a quick story and it's crazy. I've never had anything like this when I've traveled before. So Friday morning, we were supposed to leave the Vegas airport. Our flight was supposed to leave, I think, about 10:30 a.m. We get there, we get a quick breakfast, we get checked in, we all board the plane. Everything's cool. We're doing, taxiing down the runway, getting ready to take off. And then the pilot comes on to the intercom and says, I am feeling this weird vibration, so we're going to go get it checked out. He, has the mechanics check it out. He comes back on the intercom about 30 minutes later at least and says, worse than we thought it was, something about the wheels. Y'all need to unboard. We had to deboard the plane. Oh, and by the way, us pilots have now gone over our hours, which is not allowed. So we need to find you new pilots. So we all get off the plane. We go to talk to the person, the people at the desk to see about getting us rescheduled for a different flight because we've got connections to make in Atlanta just to get home to the Raleigh-Durham airport. They book us on a flight that is supposed to leave at 1 p.m. Well, a lot of us are in the same boat. We're all hanging out now, and 1 p.m. comes around and they say, hey, we're going to be replacing a tire on the plane and then doing a safety check. Just bear with us. Another hour goes by and they say, we are replacing a tire on the plane. So now they've replaced the 2 front tires on the plane, which is apparently where the vibrations were coming from, something on the nose of the plane, which is why the pilot could feel it and we couldn't really feel a difference. The next safety check is going to be at 4 p.m. So I think it was about 4:30 p.m. we finally left Las Vegas. Because of time differences and such a long haul, once we didn't get to Atlanta until like 12:30 at night / the morning. No planes were taking off at that time. They said the earliest flight out of Atlanta was at 7 a.m. that next day, that morning. They've already booked us on there. They gave us like $100 credit to make up for the night before, but we had to spend the night in Atlanta airport. And then our flight at 7 got delayed for maintenance checks again for another half hour, so we didn't leave Atlanta airport until like 7:30 in the morning yesterday, Saturday. We got home. We got into Raleigh about 8:30, and I was just exhausted because I had stayed up all that night. I can't sleep in an airport in public like that. I couldn't really sleep on the plane at all. So by the time I got home, I had been awake for over 24 hours, and I don't ever do that. So my body was just completely exhausted. I slept on and off all day yesterday. I'm still feeling the exhaustion of it, so I'm sorry if this seems a little bit slower, but all that to say, I haven't gotten a lot of reading done. I've decided I think I'm going to soft DNF 11th Cycle by Keen Ardlin, who I just spoke to on Self Pub Sunday, I think it was like an hour ago. It was a great conversation. I will link that in the description below if you all missed it. You should really check it out. It was a great discussion. I just feel like I could receive this book better if I have a better mindset. I'm just not in the right mindset yet for this book. So I'm going to soft DNF it and pick it up at a later date. What I will be reading to finish off this weekend. So some books that I have been reading since I last checked in before the conference. A Declaration of the Rights of Magicians. I am really, really enjoying this, but it's a slow prose, so it's been reading really slow to me, but I'm enjoying it so much. Deathless Beast by Andrew Meredith. This is another book that is a little bit of slow prose. There are some characters I'm enjoying much more, and I'm interested to see where this book goes. Right now it's kind of sitting at a 3-star for me, but we'll see where it goes from there. Also, A Dance with Dragons, which is the last book in the Song of Ice and Fire series. This book I'm really enjoying because we are getting the same timeline as the last book, but from different character points of views than we got in the last book. So I'm really enjoying that one. Other books that I have started since our last check-in was Grave Peril, which is book 3 in the Dresden Files. I've got the audiobook going for that, and I am absolutely loving it. I'm loving the balance between one of the characters that we get and Harry Dresden in this book. It's just absolutely fantastic. I might actually finish that tonight or tomorrow because it's a quick book and I think I'm like already 70% through. So I'm really enjoying that one. Also, a book that I just started last night, which is a buddy read with my friend Christy, that we're going to be talking on kind of like a Zoom chat for coming up in a couple weeks. That's Travels with Charlie by John Steinbeck. This is his nonfiction piece about when he traveled America with his dog Charlie, and this book is just hit the right spot for me. I love John Steinbeck's writing. I call it one of the most accessible classic writing styles that I've ever read. He's you might recognize his name from Of Mice and Men and Grapes of Wrath, East of Eden. He's written a lot of really good classics. This book is his nonfiction book, but you still get that honest prose of John Steinbeck, and it's just completely endearing to read him describe his dog Charlie. It just is so wonderful. So those are the books that I will be reading to finish up this weekend, and possibly even this month, July, because we've only got like one day left in July. So that's it for now. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are reading this coming week. What was your favorite reading moment in the last 2 weeks? As always, my Patreon and my Discord information will be in the description below. Keep reading, and I love y'all to the moon and back. Bye.